Hello students, Rajvinder here with the new topic belongs to Fundamental of Nursing BSc Nurse for BSc Nursing first year. The topic is bandaging. Okay. First of all, the definition of bandaging. Bandaging is the process of covering a wound or an injured part. Okay. Then uses of bandaging. Bandages are used for following purposes. The first one is to prevent contamination of wound by holding dressings in position. The bandaging uh, prevents the wound from contamination and to provide support to the part that is injured, sprained or dislocated joint, right? To provide rest to the part that is injured so that recovery will become soon, and to prevent and control hemorrhage. The next is to restrict movement or immobilize a fracture or a dislocation, to correct deformity or to maintain pressure with the help of elastic bandages applied to improve the venous return. This is the elastic bandage. Fine. Then next is types of bandages. There are various types of bandages. First one is triangular bandages, then roller bandages, then special bandage, and this the T bandage. In the further slide you can see the picture of these bandages. The first one is triangular bandage which one person applied on their arm, and the second one is the roller bandage, and the third one is T bandage, right? Then next is materials commonly used for bandage. There are different types of material used for bandage, that is cotton gauze, jute, wool. These are the stuff which are used to prepare the bandage, and special material like crepe bandage, elastic bandage. Fine. Next is parts of the roller bandage, that is head from where the bandage start and the tail where the bandage end. Fine. Next is parts triangular of bandage. Triangular bandage have a base and one point, one base. Then next is sizes of bandage. Sizes of bandage are different and it depends on which part we are going to bandage. If we are going to bandage head, then in centimeter 5 centimeter bandage is required. Then for tongue 10 to 15 centimeter, for leg 6 to 8 centimeter, for arm 5 to 6, for finger 2 to 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter respectively, hand and wrist. These are also the various sizes of the bandages. Then general principles behind the bandage. Select a bandage of proper size and suitable material according to the patient need, and put the patient in a comfortable position before applying the bandage. Support the injured area while bandaging so that the patient prevent from the pain. If a joint is involved, flex it slightly. Then face the patient while applying the bandage except when applying it to the head. Then next is hold the roll of the bandage in the right hand when applying bandage on the left side, and hold the bandage with the roller uppermost, as you can clearly see in the picture, uppermost, and apply the outer surface to the skin and unrolling a few centimeters to the bandage at a time. I hope you can clearly understand from the picture. I have applied for this purpose only. Then put some cotton wool on the part to be bandaged so that the bandage does not slip or cause cutting into the skin underneath, to prevent the friction with the skin. Then bandage from below upward and from within the outward. This technique shown in the picture, if you do not understand, then I'll try to make clear. Then hold the end of the bandage over the outer aspect of the injured area and wind the bandage around the part twice to fix it. Then when bandaging a limb, start with an oblique turn to keep the bandage in position as an alternative method. Here you can clearly see. Then cover 2/3 of bandage by the next one while covering a large area by winding the roller bandage around the part and keep the edges parallel. Then finish with a straight turn and fix the end with this safety pin, sticking plaster, or by dividing the terminal portion of the bandage longitudinally and tying the two ends around the bandaged part. If possible, leave fingers and toes exposed to check circulation. If there are any kind of problem you have to face in circulation, then loose the bandage. After that, do not bandage the part too tightly or too loosely. If you can bandage the part too tightly, then it creates a prohibition in circulation. If you can take it loosely, then it do not place for long time there. Observe the extremities carefully for any signs of swelling or blueness due to interference with circulation by a bandage that is too tight. When removing a bandage, pass it from one hand to the other so that it is collected in a concertina fashion. Then next is following term are used in rolling bandage. First one is spiral bandage. Spiral bandage you clearly seen in the picture. The technique by which it is applied on the patient injured part, that is known as this technique known as simple spiral bandage. Then simple spiral bandage, actually this type of bandage is used for uniform thickness part, wrist or finger. Each turn of the bandage overlaps the previous turn, as you have to clear from this picture. The next is reverse spiral. What is that? This bandage is used for the parts where the thickness varies. For example, legs and forearms. It is applied in the same way as the general spiral bandage or simple spiral bandage, but each turn is reversed as necessary to prevent gapping and to make the bandage smooth. I hope you have clear. Then figure of 8. Figure of 8. This technique of applying bandage is known as figure of 8. What is that? This bandage is used for elbow and knee joints. This bandage is made by forming two loops or oblique turns over a joint. The turns alternatively ascend and descend to cover the part. Fine. Then spica. Spica it is a form of figure of 8 bandage. The turn is larger than the other. It is used for joint at right angles to the body. For example, the shoulder, groin and thumb. Here we can see the bandage of shoulder spica. I hope you clear from this picture. Then special bandages. Many tail bandages. This bandage is usually used for abdominal wounds and chest injuries. It is prepared from a number of strips or tails of flannel or cotton material. It is 4 to 6 inches wide and has sufficient length to cover the affected part. This is a part of tail bandages. Not part, it types of tail bandages. Steps of applying roller bandage. Fixing, first of all fixing the bandage, then rolling, then securing. At the end we secure with the help of micropore, tape, or with the help of pins also. Then checking circulation after bandaging. How we check the circulation? By pressing the nail, then checking pulse, tingling, coldness, inability to move fingers. Pressing the nail, here we can find out the capillary filling time. Normally it is 2 seconds. Then checking the pulse, if the pulse become weak, then it is clearly, it is depicted from this finding the circulation is prohibited, the circulation is in danger because of bandage. Here the health personnel checking the nail, then tying the bandage. For tying the bandage, a reef knot must be always used. Knot should not cause discomfort. Tuck the loose ends of bandage out of sight. Here, very nicely tying the bandage with the help of spins. Okay. Thank you very much for your patience. I hope you have clear with the help of aviates or with the help of pictures present in this presentation. If you feel any kind of problem to understand the types or any kind of other thing related to this topic, kindly convey me. I'll try to help you. Thank you very much.